1935. This piano was built in 1929, actually, by Steinway in New York. What else do we have from 1929? This mirror over here, this French mirror is from 1929 as well.
And Rick.
No, and I feel like I'm from 1929.
Emil, I'm from 1900.
The next number is by Cole Porter, who in 1935 was on the Franconia from the Cunard line, if you remember that ship. And he was cruising along and decided to write this next number, Begin the Begin, which became Josephine Baker's debut number when she came back from Paris to New York. And then it was used in the Ziegfeld Follies of 1936. Artie Shaw recorded it and introduced it to dance halls, and it later appeared in the musical film Broadway Melody of 1940 with Eleanor Powell and Fred Astaire, who danced in flamenco choreography. Begin the Begin is akin to a slow rumba and originated in the islands of Guadeloupe and Martinique. Begin the Begin. I remember all these notes. Oh, I'm not so used to having people so close. You know, when you don't get too close. I'm reminded of the story when I was about to go on stage at the Performing Arts Library in Lincoln Center, and I had somebody helping me with my makeup, and she's doing the thing, and they're doing the thing. There's only two people in the whole world you confide in: your hairdresser, your hair designer, and your makeup artist, right? If you have one. And so she's doing me up, and then she just dabs me on the nose with this little brush. She says, "There, Jacqueline. Now all you need is a little sympathetic lighting." This is about where I need a glass of water.
Oh, I happen to have one.
Okay. This next number is by George Gershwin. It's a medley. These are all my own arrangements, by the way. The Gershwin are, this next medley is a lot of Gershwin music, original music that I'm playing, that are kind of strung together in a medley, I call it, or a medley. And it's songs from 1922 through 1930. I hope I can remember all of it. It's long. It's not that long. It's not that long, but it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Wait, I got some schmutz on my piano from my lipstick. How did my lipstick get on these keys? Sorry. It's a little schmutz there. Okay. Right? No? It's a little.
You want a rag? Just fall.
Is everybody okay standing like that? Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. much. Thank you so much. So did you recognize some of those tunes? Yes. Some of the standards of America, of the American songbook, brilliantly written, and not quite so brilliantly played, but well enough. You know, I'm always in awe of when I watch, you know, the old news and the films of Gershwin and all the performers. I mean, they're just amazing. This piece, the Gershwin, these were composed in, as I said, from 22 to 30. Now, in the orchestra no, that's coming up. Wait, yeah, this is one more. Now, this is interesting. This was done in 1930. It's called I Got Rhythm. You know all that. You all know that tune. In Broadway, it was first introduced in the Broadway musical Girl Crazy, and it was sung by Ethel Merman. We can still hear her. The show also introduced Ginger Rogers.
Yes.
Yeah, as a leading lady. But guess who got all the press? Ethel Merman.
Don't you know?
Yeah, it ran 272 performances, and this song was a favorite of all the songs Gershwin wrote for Broadway musicals. On opening night, George Gershwin conducted, and guess who was in the orchestra? Benny Goodman, Glenn Miller, Jimmy Dorsey, and Gene Krupa.
Wow.
I mean, just amazing stuff. Okay, I got rid of it. So thank you again all for coming. We really, it's a great privilege to perform for the Director's Circle and Friends of the Wolfsonian. We love Wolfsonian. We love Mickey, and we love everything. I got to have dinner with him in Paris last year, and here, and he's just, you know, the best. We all adore him. That's why we do it. I want to thank Casey Stedman. And Michael Hughes. And
Thank you.
Alex O'Neill, without whom this would not have occurred. We started doing this, Alex, when? 3 or 4 years ago. This was just post Irma. And our building was a mess. And we had a lot of water damage, so we couldn't do it. We couldn't do it. And then COVID. So thank you to where is Sylvia?
Sylvia's right here.
Sylvia Barasoni from the Wolfsonian as well. And Rosh Hashanah. Happy Rosh Hashanah. If that's your custom, you're Shoshana Reznikov. Thank you so much.